Hello everyone and welcome back to the 3T Path channel. My name is Giridhari. And today I want to give you a verse from Bhagavad-gita teaching from Lord Krishna, which shows us how to follow in the footsteps of Lord Rama. So why am I saying this? Lord Rama is the personification of Dharma, right? One of the great things about the coming of Lord Rama is just to imbibe us with this desire to follow Dharma above all else, above personal comfort, above ambitions, above all else, to follow our Dharma. That's the overarching theme of the coming of Lord Rama. Now, we of course have the similar instruction in Bhagavad-gita, and I want to read a verse in Bhagavad-gita for you which gives us that instruction to the T. So let's take a look at it. We're looking at verse 19 from chapter 3 of Bhagavad-gita. I'll read the Sanskrit first and then we'll read the translation. Tasmād asakto satataṁ kāryaṁ karma samācara asakto ācaran karma param āpnoti pūruṣaḥ. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty. For by working without attachment, one attains the Supreme. This is a great verse from the Bhagavad-gita. Of course, this is in chapter 3. And what's chapter 3 all about? Karma Yoga. So the first yoga, the first path of yoga that Krishna explains in Bhagavad-gita is the path of action, which is very well because that's what we're basically doing. We're in action, in karma. We're acting. So how do we act spiritually? We act in karma yoga. So when you act in yoga, karma yoga, you're acting spiritually. It's how to go about your life, but making your life a spiritual practice. This is a great theme of Bhagavad-gita. And so what we're seeing here is, what do? We put our duty first. It's interesting, in Bhagavad-gita, the word dharma and the word karma, sometimes you have this, in chapter 3 especially, you see this, the word karma being used in the sense of, karma just means action in Sanskrit, but you see the word karma being used in the sense of the right action. In other words, the dharmic action you should be performing. So karma is used in that sense. So we can just, it's the best action you can. So that's your dharma. So performing your duties. So here it's translated as, one should act as a matter of duty. You're doing your duty. You're doing what has to be done. So what Krishna is saying is, so don't be attached to the result of the action. Yes. Imagine Lord Rama. Let's go back to Lord Rama. So he gets this request from his father. He's about to be coronated king. And his father says, no, now you must be exiled. It's like, that would be terrible, right? In terms of results, like, okay, one result, I get to be coronated king. And the other result, I have to spend the next 12 years of my life in the forest, scrounging for food and living out of some thatched hut. So in terms of results, it would be like, no, forget this. I mean, I don't know. But in terms of duty, his duty was to follow the instruction of his father. Even the very desire of his stepmother, who desired that. He was like, no, she wants it. She's my mother. Her desire, then it's my duty to perform this desire. It is my duty. So unattached to the results, without being attached to results. It's not about the results. Which one's easier, being king or actually living in a hut is easier than being king. But which is more pleasant, which is more attractive materially speaking, being king. But it doesn't matter, not being attached to the results. Perform the right action. So the right action, what is correct, what is my purpose, what is my dharma? So you do that, one should act because it has to be done. This is the great teaching of Bhagavad-gita. It's what Arjuna needed to hear from Krishna, because he was lost in weighing out consequences of his activities. Arjuna starts Bhagavad-gita and he's like, oh, I don't know about this war, like, sure, like on one side we become emperor, but on the other side, I could die, and oh, but I have to kill my relative. He was weighing out consequences, and he couldn't figure it out. Couldn't come to a conclusion because he was doing the wrong thing. He was doing the wrong calculation. So Krishna says, no. Forget this results thing. What is your duty? What is your dharma? And then he explains to Arjuna, your dharma is to fight. It doesn't matter if it's good, just act as a matter of duty without being attached to the results. Just cut this connection between what has to be done and the results. The results aren't yours, Krishna explained, and I did a video about that recently. You have the right to do your work, but you don't have the right to the results. The results are not up to you. So just do your work, do your duty, do your dharma. That's exactly what Lord Rama did, like throughout, his whole life is about that. Just do your duty. Doesn't matter what the results are. Doesn't matter. Just do what you have to do according to the best of you, the best version of you, your dharma, your purposes. Follow your purposes, follow your duty, and don't worry about the result. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, please let me know. And have your rest of your day with lots of peace and lots of love.